You're like,
Yeah.
you're touching it, holding it, yeah.
Yep.
And there we go.
I mean.
All right, traders.
You want this out of there?
All right, traders. We are live at FanX. We're with David Barron. He is artist extraordinaire. And he's popped into Utah, hang out with us at FanX, and I want you to come down and check this out. He's got his own exclusive book. He's got Batman prints. He did some work on Batman, the death metal stuff, and this Nerd Store exclusive. The remark on that is just incredible. Very cool stuff, sign and remark. So you've been doing this for 25 years, 25 plus?
Plus, yeah, we're going close to 30. Not quite 30, but about 30 years, yeah.
Most of it with DC?
Yeah, most of it. So I started at Wildstorm, Image Comics, Jim Lee's company. They were bought by DC, worked with them for a little bit, still with Wildstorm/DC. Signed an exclusive with DC Comics. Worked on Justice League, JLA at that time. Green Arrow Year One, a lot of Detective Comics, a lot of Batman books.
Now, you had a long run on JLA. Was that your longest run on a single book?
JLA might be my longest run because that was, I think, close to 30 plus, maybe even 50 by the time it ended. Yeah, so that was probably my longest run by a good shot. Yeah.
Right. So this is, and you were telling me yesterday that this is your second trip to Utah. You came for Wasatch Comic Con. The Nerd Store guys, Charles and Roger brought you out for this as well. And we thank them. They do a great job for our community. But you're going to be at Wasatch again this year.
In November, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait. I love that show. I love the idea of the show.
Right.
I love the Nerd Store and Roger and Charles. I think they're great guys. I met them one year at Emerald City Comic Con. We hit it off over some food, and I just love their passion for comics. I love supporting shows like that.
Right on. So, I like to ask all of the creators I talk to. So what's your go-to? What's your book? The one that got you going, and the one that you'll pick up to read every time?
Oh man, that's a tough question. To read every time is really a tricky thing. I read a lot of my friends' books, and I read a lot of books that they recommend. And so it's kind of like a lot of word of mouth. I think word of mouth is very important in the comic book industry.
Right.
I don't think I have just one book. I think always the rereads are few and far between, sadly, nowadays. The last book I reread was Chew by John Layman, the whole series. I actually missed the flight. I only missed one flight my whole life. It was a trip to Arizona, and I wanted to catch up before I saw John at that show. And I wanted to catch up with it. I was so into the book that I was literally the last person in the airport. I was a little upset with the airline. Hey, we're missing one passenger. There's one guy in the airport,
Right.
But no, so I ended up driving the 5+ hours to the show instead of waiting the next day for the flight. Yeah.
Right. So one thing that's really big with me and my community knows is we want our comic book creators to be community-minded, to be community-centric. And one thing that David, in our conversation this morning, that really struck me is you don't charge for autographs. And I'm a firm believer if you can sell on an eBay, kick your artist a few bucks because they're part of that process. But he had an interesting take on it, and wants to share that with us.
For me personally, and to each their own, I won't put my beliefs on this on others. But you buy the book, and that's the contract right there. The autograph comes free. You want me to draw on it? That's a little bit different because that takes a little bit more work.
Right.
But the fact that you are buying the book in the comic book store support the industry. So the least I can do to help support the industry is give a free autograph. Even if you are trying to sell it, get it graded or sell it later. The fact that you bought the book from a local comic book shop helps the community, helps me, keep doing what I love to do.
And so he's here at FanX, and they did a good job. They put all of our creators kind of together. John Gang sitting right next to us. Adrian Ropes right over my shoulder. So come and say hi to Adrian too. He really needs community support. Make sure you stop in and say hi to Adrian. But pop on in. You're doing very affordable remarking Funko Pops. You're doing one right now. Very cool stuff. So make sure you get those. The exclusive nerd store print, $20 for the print, I believe is what they're doing. Autograph is free, and then they got a couple with really cool remark on it. And real quick, I wanted to hit on this. He has also created. This is a children's book.
It's an all ages book because I know a lot of adults that read it and love it. It's about Michael, who is my son. We created the book during lockdown. I asked him a simple question, or my wife actually asked him a simple question of, "What do you miss most?" He said, "Babysitters." And I thought, wow, that is interesting to hear. And then we kind of probed a little bit and said, why do you miss babysitters? And it turned out he missed, doing lightsaber duels and Nerf wars and all these other things that, sometimes dad and mom are just too tired or I was still working at the time. So he missed that opportunity. And so we made it Michael versus the babysitters. He thinks his babysitter's up to no good. He's going to go find out why. Book 2 is a separate story, but continues the fun and the characters. It's the first day of school. Something's not right with the school, and they're going to find out why.
So come and grab a couple copies of that if you got kids.
With this also, if you visit my website, davidbarron.co, there's a fundraiser for book 1 where you can actually take it to your school. They can purchase a bunch of books, and I kick back money to them. And they can also bring me on Zoom, or they can bring me in person, depending on how it goes. But yeah, it could be a great school fundraiser as well.
Right on. So Desiree, keep that in mind. So we can get some money to the boys' school. I got 4 grandsons in the same school.
There we go. There we go.
So very cool stuff. And I'm not going to step on the announcement. I'm just going to kind of tease you with it. At Wasatch Comic Con, there's exclusive cover of this. Working with Adrian Rope. That's all I'm going to say about it. The Nerd Boys will put more of that out. So look for that in the future. All right. Well, we appreciate you coming to Utah, spending your time with us this weekend. Come on down, check him out, have a chat with the guy. He's a great guy. I've been his taxi driver this week, and so come and check it out. You'll have a great time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.